Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Teruvan Saranai. Dear meritorious children, once again we are with another episode in Mirror of Dhamma program. Today we are going to talk about an important topic that is very beneficial for our life. That is called the silence. Do you know the importance of silence for our life? Now, in the day, our mind and our mouth is speaking, talking and chatting a lot. So people normally they talk with their mouth, with other people. That is one way of talking. And there's another way of talking, that is the people talk with their minds. They talk with themselves. That is called the internal speaking, right? Now when you children listen to this Dhamma, now in the beginning you are guessing, now what is the topic that our Swami Wahanse is going to talk today? So then you are chatting with your mind, you are guessing, right? You are trying to guess. And sometimes when we live our life, when we see other people, we make comments about others, right? We agree with people, we disagree with people, and sometimes we criticize other people in our mind, not with the words but in our mind. So there is a lot of chats and talking going in our life throughout the day and in the whole life, but we hardly and we rarely be silent. Children, silence is very important for our lives. As the disciples of our great teacher Supreme Buddha, as the noble sons and daughters of the Supreme Buddha, we have to practice this silence, because our great teacher Supreme Buddha appreciated and praised the silence a lot. Our great teacher Supreme Buddha liked this silence a lot. So today we are going to learn about the silence, importance of silence, and how to become silent, and what are the benefits of being silent. So to learn that, first of all, let's pay homage to the great teacher Supreme Buddha, and let's go for refuge to the Triple Gems, and after observing 5 precepts, let's learn this important topic, silence. Namo Buddhaya, Teruvan Saranai. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Before observing 5 precepts, let's pay homage to the great teacher Supreme Buddha, and let's go for refuge to the Triple Gems. Say with me. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranam gacchami. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. To observe the 5 precepts, say after me. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, to rebirth in heaven, and to realize the 4 noble truths. In this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Say with me. My homage to the Supreme Buddha. Buddha is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Dhamma. Dhamma is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Sangha. Sangha is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Triple Gem. Triple Gem is my refuge every day. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Dear meritorious children, as I said before, today we are going to learn about the importance of silence. Silence is very important for all of us. As I explained before, we chat and we talk a lot in our life. During the day, when we are doing our day-to-day activities, we chat a lot. The problem when we talk a lot is, to talk a lot, we use our words with the help of our mind. So we use our mind a lot. When we talk, our mind jumps from one word to another in order to make the conversation, make the speech continuous. So that is the nature, that is the way how we talk. We use our mind and we use our emotions and thoughts to convert them into words. So when we talk a lot, what happens? Our mind gets busy. It jumps from thought to thought like a monkey. I think you all know about the monkey mind now. The nature of our mind is like a monkey. So what happens when we talk a lot? This monkey jumps from one thought to another and another and another continuously. So when we talk a lot, our mind gets busy and it gets used to this busyness. So as a result, what happens? Our minds will become restless and it is easily distracted. So our great teacher taught us about the importance of this silence. Normally, the people in the world rarely be silent. They like to talk a lot. They like to chat with people. They don't like to be alone and be silent and be quiet. They don't like. But children, most of the successful people in this world, I'm talking about the economy. Most of the successful people in this normal world, they are silent. They have the quality of silence. So there's a secret behind this silence, that it makes a man filled with wisdom. It helps a person to become successful. So it is very important to know and learn about the silence, how to be silent. Our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, praised a lot and he liked a lot to be silent. One day, the Supreme Buddha was living in the city of Chatuma. At that time, our great Arahants Sariputta and Moggallana came to see our great teacher Supreme Buddha with 500 monks, with a group of 500 monks. So when they come to the temple to see the monastery, to see the Supreme Buddha, what happened? Those monks were gathered to a certain place and they were chatting, they were greeting themselves with the other monks. And they were preparing a place to live, to stay. So what happened was, it made a big noise inside the monastery. A loud noise. Now imagine 500 people get together and chatting with themselves. How much a big loud noise there would be. So our great teacher Supreme Buddha heard this loud noise. And Supreme Buddha asked from our Ananda Swamin Wahanse, Ananda, who is shouting like that? Who is making that loud noise like a fisherman hawking for fish? It's like fishermen are hawking for fish. They are shouting. Who is making this loud noise? Then Ananda Swamin Wahanse said, Supreme Buddha, our great Arahant Sariputta and Moggallana has come to see the Supreme Buddha with fellow 500 monks. So those 500 monks are talking with each other. They were shouting and they were making a big noise. So that is the reason for this big noise. Then our great teacher Supreme Buddha said to Ananda Swami Nahase to tell that the great Supreme Buddha is talking, is addressing to them. So this Arahant Sariputta and Arahant Moggallana and with his fellow 500 monks came to see the Buddha. Then our great teacher Supreme Buddha asked from Arahant Sariputta, Sariputta, you and your fellow monks are the ones who made this big noise. So I don't like to be with the people who make such big noise. So please leave this place and go. So what Buddha did was he dismissed Arahant Sariputta and Moggallana. Now obeying to this Supreme Buddha's order, Arahant Sariputta and Moggallana and with his fellow 500 monks returned to their places. So children, this shows us our great teacher Supreme Buddha praised a lot to be silent. When someone being silent, our great Supreme Buddha, he praises for this silence. So it is very important and it is very beneficial for our lives, even to our lives, to be silent. Now, we hardly be silent in our lives. We talk a lot. So children, how to be silent? Now, as I said before, there are two types of speakings we practice in our lives. We talk with our mouth first, right? With people, with our parents, with our friends, and with the people around us. We talk with our mouth. That is called the verbal communication, right? And there is another way of speaking, that is the talking inside, the chat that is going inside our mind. So most of the time during the day, we chat a lot with ourselves, right? We chat a lot with ourselves, with our mind, not with other people. Now when we be alone, when we become alone, right? When we feel lonely, what we do is we go to our mental world, our emotional world. We just deal with our thoughts. We chat with our mind. Have you experienced that? So there is a chat going on with our mind. And there's another chat going with other people. So the silent people, most of the silent people, they don't speak with other people a lot. I'm not saying that you should stop talking, but you should reduce the amount of talking, right? We should practice this silence, learn to be silent. So what you should do is, when the emotions and when the thoughts pop up inside our mind, the normal thing we do is that we convert them into the words. In Pali, it is called the vitakka vichara, thinking and pondering. When we think about the words and the sentences, what we do is we convert them into the sound with our mouth. So that is the way we are talking. So we chat a lot during the day. So what we have to do is, when the thoughts pop up inside our mind, we should control it. We should be aware of our thoughts, and we should decide that are these words is suitable for talking? Should I speak or not? When you be aware of yourself and your thoughts, you can decide these things. Should I talk in this time or to be silent? So, it is very important to be aware of your thoughts, what you think, what you speak, what you do. So, once you are aware, what happens? You can decide the good things, whether to speak or not. So, the people who are not aware of themselves, people who are not conscious about themselves, what happens? They speak without any control. They speak out of control. What happens? When they speak, the talks, the words that should not be speak, slipped from their mouth. That is the reason for the lies. That is the reason behind that we lie a lot. That is the reason behind we talk many unwanted things. So what we have to do is, we should control our thoughts, and we should control the amount of speaking, amount of chatting. There are a lot of unwanted chattings, and there are a lot of unwanted talks that is going on in the day. So if we can reduce those, our mind get calm and silent. So what we have to do is, by force or just practicing, we have to be silent. You have to make a vow or wish to your life that I should practice silence. So that is how you should be silent, right? When you are being silent, so there are so many benefits that you can get when you are silent. Silent people can decide the difference between the good thing and bad thing, because they have time. They can plan their words to speak, whether they can decide the good time and the bad time to speak. So they have the time. That is one benefit of being silent. And when you be silent, and when you be aware of yourself, the actions of you can decide the actions. When you do some things, some actions, sometimes bad actions may happen by ourselves, demerits. So when you be silent, what happens? You can decide whether it is a good action or a bad action. Should I do this or should I not? So it is very important. That is another benefit of being silent. And another benefit is, once you become silent, you can listen a lot. Silent people, they listen to other people a lot. They practice their ear but not the mouth. So when you listen a lot, you can contemplate, you can focus your mind on one thing. You get that practice. Now, when you are silent from outside and inside, what happens? You can pay attention to a dhamma sermon successfully. You can listen to them without getting your mind out of that dhamma sermon. So when you be silent, when you aware of yourself, when you contemplate on your words, then you can focus your mind, and you can have a well-concentrated mind. So that is another benefit of being silent. And there's another benefit, that is, silent people have a good personality. When they are silent from inside and outside, what happens? It makes that person with a great personality. Other people who see from the out about ourselves, they see that our mind and our body is very calm and quiet and very serene. So it is very pleasant and it is very happy to see such people, calm and quiet people, not talking all the time. So it is very pleasant scene to see such people. So children, this silence is very important for all of us. So in order to be silent, what we have to do is, we have to train our mind to be in one place, to focus. And we have to train our mind to be aware of ourselves. Normally, we become aware of the outer world, the things that happen in the outer world, right? When you during the day, we always aware of the other people and the outer world. But we hardly and we rarely be aware, and we rarely contemplate on ourselves. So what we have to do is just take that outer awareness inside our body and to our mind. When our mind come inside to our body and our mind, what happens? We become aware of ourselves. And we can decide that what we are doing. We can see what we are doing. And we can decide the good and bad, the difference between good and bad. And always choose the good things to do and good words to speak. So, children, it is very important to be silent. Practice silence. The disciples of our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, were silent people. They didn't speak a lot. They just be silent. And the other people knew that the disciples of the Supreme Buddha, they like the silence a lot. At one time, the businessman Anathapindika came to see a group of Brahmins. So when he was coming, those Brahmins were chatting and they were making a loud noise. They were talking and jabbering and all the things, doing all the things. Then when they saw that the businessman Anathapindika was coming to see themselves, the leader said, "Please be quiet, friends. Here comes a disciple of Supreme Buddha." The disciples of Supreme Buddha like the silence a lot. They praise the silence a lot. So you should become silent. See, children, that is how the disciples of the Supreme Buddha praised the silence. So it is very important and it is very beneficial for our lives to practice this silence. To practice this silence, you should meditate, even for a little time. It's okay. It may be 5 minutes, it may be 10 minutes, it may be 15 minutes. It's totally okay. What we have to do is we should continuously practice this meditation. When you practice meditation, your mind gets used to be silent, right? You have the time and you can have the discipline inside your life. So, from today on, dear children, try to silence your mind a little bit, right? If you try it, you can do it, right? The problem is we are not trying it. So, I wish you all, may you have a silent and well-concentrated and well-focused mind, and may all of you realize these Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Now, children, we have come to the session of meditation. So today we are going to do the love and kindness meditation. So first of all, sit in a relaxed position, whether it is on a chair or on the floor, it's no problem. You should sit relaxed and make your back straight, make your body straight and relax your body. Don't make it tight. And slowly now close your eyes and let your mind relax, let your body relax. Now we are going to do the love and kindness meditation. So think according to my words when I say it. May I be free from anger. May I be free from ill will. May I be free from jealousy. May I be free from physical suffering. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be well and happy. May I live in peace. May all the beings around me be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from physical suffering. Be free from mental suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all the beings in this village be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from physical suffering. Be free from mental suffering. May they be well and happy. May they live in peace. May all the beings in this city be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from physical suffering. Be free from mental suffering. Be well and happy. May they live in peace. May all the beings in this country be free from anger. Be free from jealousy. Be free from ill will. Be free from physical suffering. Be free from mental suffering. May they live happily. May they live in peace. May all the beings in this world be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. May they be well and happy. May they live in peace. May all the beings in all the worlds be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from physical suffering. Be free from mental suffering. May they live in peace. May they be well and happy. May all the beings live happily. Live happily. Live happily. May all the beings live in peace. Live in peace. Live in peace. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now children, we have come to the session of good deeds. Now we are going to watch some videos of good merits that has done by the children all around the world, and let's be happy with those merits. Namo Buddhaya, Teruvan Saranai.
Namo Buddhaya. You have now come to the Good Deeds session, where we read and watch the good deeds done by children all around the world. My name's Devanga, and today I'm here with Dinu Daham.
Namo Buddhaya. My name is Dinu Dham, and today we'll be watching the good deeds done by Vinuda Upasaka, Kyle Upasaka, and Kylie Upasika. The first meritorious deed was done by Vinuda Upasaka from Calgary, Canada. He has sent a picture of a stupa he created with materials in his house. Let's see the photos he has sent to our program. Namo Buddhaya Pinwar Swamin Vahansa. I am Vinuda from Calgary, Canada. I made the stupa with materials in my house and then I painted it in white. I attached pictures to show my creation. I would like to share this merit with my parents and all of you listening right now at the Mirror of Dhamma for Kids. Theruvan Saranai, with Metta, Vinuda. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Many merits to Vinuda Upasaka for sending these pictures of the wonderful creation he has made. Especially during Vesak, this is a wonderful meritorious deed to do for all children around the world. Vinuda Upasaka can worship the stupa every day. We all rejoice in your merit.
You can also create short 1 to 2 minute presentations or videos about any Dhamma topic or any meritorious deeds you have done. You can then send them to our email address. We can share them with the whole world and rejoice in that merit. The last meritorious deed was done by Kyle Upasaka and Kylie Upasika from England. They have sent pictures of them washing their grandparents' swollen feet with salt water. Let's see their pictures. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Many merits to Kyle Upasaka and Kylie Upasika for sending these marvelous pictures. We should also take care of our grandparents, just like Kyle and Kylie did. When we were young, our parents and grandparents took care of us. So, we should help and take care of our elders throughout our whole lives. If we practice this quality, we can gain many merits to our lives. We rejoice in your merit.
If you have any photos of any meritorious deeds you have done, you can send them to our email address which will appear on the screen. We all will rejoice in your good deeds and we can share them with the whole world.
Today we watched many good deeds done by children all around the world. May you also have the opportunity to do more meritorious deeds and to send your good deeds to our email address.
These meritorious deeds will help us to propagate the Dhamma and teach others to do meritorious deeds as well. We rejoice in your good deeds. The whole world rejoices in them too. May all of us have the opportunity to realize the Four Noble Truths in the Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Theruvan Saranai. Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya. We have now all come to the world news and Buddha's great message session, where we talk about the world news that happened around the world and learn from it according to the Buddha's teachings. My name is Carl and I'm here with my sister Kylie.
What is the first news what you're going to share with us, Aya?
Every animal trembles at violence. They all fear death. Life is dear to all. In this video, it will be showing you the suffering of the animal world.
A penguin was captured on film escaping from a pod of killer whales by jumping into a boat full of tourists in Antarctica. The extremely rare sight followed by a dramatic chase in which the bird circled the tour boat and attempted to repeatedly to leap out of the water to safety.
See how this helpless penguin was Luckily, his life was saved, but it might not be next time. Isn't it, Ayah?
Yes, Nangi. Try to understand the suffering in this endless samsara.
When you are born in this animal world, you cannot accumulate merits.
As a result of that, you'll be born in bad destinations again and again. So, do not waste this rare opportunity, or do not waste this human life. Have a strong determination to collect wholesome deeds.
What is the next news what you're going to share with us, Ayah?
Life is unpredictable. No matter how organized we are, or how well we can plan our life, we can always expect the unexpected. Let's see what happened in China. We are powerless what happens in this life, but how we respond in this life is within our control.
Yes, Ayah. We have to experience things in this endless samsara. Everything is not in our control.
The Chinese capital of Beijing was covered in thick smog on Monday as it experienced what is the Weather Off Bureau has called the worst sandstorm in a decade. Many commuters continue to battle the elements. However, walking and biking through strong sand winds, visibility was so bad in parts of the city that drivers had to turn on their headlights even in the middle of the day. The sand is being brought in due to strong winds from Mongolia. Mongolia is experiencing severe sandstorms, which have already resulted in 6 deaths while dozens remain missing.
Things that we experience around us are impermanent. And if something's impermanent, it's subjected to suffering. And if it's subjected to suffering, it's not under our control. So, that is the true nature of life. My dear Dhamma friends, try and understand the true nature of life.
We'll see you all next week.
Taiwan Sanai Namo Buddhaya.
Now children, we have come to the session of Parita chanting. So today we are going to chant the Kanda Parita, the loving kindness towards the royal tribes of snakes. So turn to page 29 in the Pali English Mahamevunava Parita chanting book. So let's chant this Kanda Parita today. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Chant with me. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Virupakhehi me mettang mettang erapatehi me chabya puttehi me mettang mettang kanna gotamakehi cha. May I have metta towards Virupakhas, towards Erapathas. May I have metta. May I have metta towards Chabyaputhas, towards Kanha Gotamakas also. May I have metta. Apadakehi me mettam mettang dipadakehi me chatupadehi me mettang mettang bahupadehi me May I have metta towards the footless. May I have metta towards those with 2 feet. May I have metta towards those with 4. May I have metta towards the many-footed. Mamang apadako hingsi, mamang hingsi dipadako, mamang chatupado hingsi, mamang hingsi bahupado. Let not the footless do me harm, nor those that have 2 feet. Let not the 4-footed do me harm, nor those endowed with many feet. Sabbe satta, sabbe pana, sabbe bhuta cha kevala, sabbe bhadrani passantu, ma kanchi papamagama. All beings, all living creatures, all beings who have come to birth, may good fortune bless them all, may no harm come to them. Appamano buddho, appamano dhammo, appamano sangho, pamanavantani siring sapani, ahivichika satapadi unnanabhi, sarabhumusika, katami rakha, katami paritta, patikkamantu bhutani, sohang namo bhagavato, namo sattarnang samma sambuddhananti. Immeasurable in virtue is the Buddha, immeasurable is the Dhamma, immeasurable is the Sangha, measurable are creeping creatures, snakes, scorpions, centipedes, spiders, lizards, and rats. Due to their defilements, I have guarded myself, I have made my protection. Depart from me, all you beings. I worship the Blessed One and the 7 Supreme Buddhas. Etena saccena suvati hotu. By this truth, may there be well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now, children, we have come to the end of our Dhamma program. So today, I hope you enjoy the Dhamma program. So let's meet with another interesting Dhamma sermon in the next week. So I wish you all, finally, may all of you be well and happy, and may all of you realize the 4 noble truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Namo Buddhaya, Teruvan Saranai.